Hi and welcome to another Blueback how-tos. Today we're going to have a look on our cross-plotter and how to apply multiple filters in a histogram window and get values, for example volume values. So let's have a look at the workflow. Let's bring Petrel. So here we have a project. Let's just start by creating an investigation. So we go to Insert, New Blueback GDI Investigation. We are interested in plotting, for example, properties of a model. We click on the icon Add Data, bring a model, and now let's select the model. We're going to use the GeoGrid as an example, and I'm interested in plotting STOOIP against permeability, so I'm going to add 2 dimensions as I have right now. Select the first dimension, permeability. I can use the filter and write perm. The application found the permeability, and for the second I'm going to use STOOIP. Let's use an oil case. If I want later on to filter on segments, I can also select the segment filter, and I will select all segments so I have them available later on to do any additional filter. A good practice once creating an investigation is to give it a name for the investigation that everybody knows what it means. So let's go to the Info tab and say this is going to be STOOIP and perm, or versus perm. I hit the OK button. I can see the investigation created here on the bottom of our input tree. And now in order to see the investigation, we can go to Window, select one of the 5 plotting windows from GDI. I'm going to start with a cross-plot window, select the cross-plot, toggle along my investigation on the input tree. Here I have permeability plotted against STOOIP. Let's give the color by permeability. Add a scale so we know where we're looking for, and in my case I want to apply 2 filters, so I want to group permeability in between 2 values, and I want to see what are the volumes for each permeability group. So in order to apply filters, we select this icon, Add Selection, Filter, and since I'm interested in apply a filter only on permeability, it's going to be a 1D filter, a horizontal, which will be vertical here. Select it, and I want from the minimum permeability, for example here 4, up to, let's just say 15, 12, almost 15. So those are the values that I get. And I want to apply a second filter, varying permeability. I'm doing exactly the same, from 15 to 33. Good. So let me first change the name of the filters. If I go to this icon, I see I can control which filters to show, for example, but the names doesn't mean much, right? They're both permeability 1 and 2. So let's give it a name saying what are the range of the permeability group we're looking at. So double click on your investigation under the input tree. A filter is a selection of data, so I'll go to the Selection tab, and I'll say that the first one is going to be permeability from 4, and we have the values here. Let's make it easy, from 4 to 15. This is changing the extension of the filter from 4 to 15, and I want the color to be red. And the second filter is going to be permeability as well, from 15 to 32. So I can make it very precise here, 15 to 32. And let's leave it green or blue. Great. We hit the Apply button, and now I'm gonna check the statistics because I want volumes. So I go to the Windows, bring my histogram window, select the same investigation in the input tree, STOOIP versus permeability. Now I'm checking permeability, but I'm interested in STOOIP, so we're going to do mouse button 3 on the axis and set this to be STOOIP. Move it a little bit around. I can give the color by any of the dimensions that we had before. Now it's on count. I do a mouse button 3. I want to see this showed in percentage. Again, move it a little bit around. Good. And if I come to this icon, toggle on statistics, I can toggle the statistics. And right now I'm applying on any filter. And if I go to control selection, I can say, show me the statistics for my first filter. Let's toggle on also a legend, so we have permeability in red. And I get here what is the filter, and I can already see that for the permeability between 4 and 15, the mean value for STOOIP is 7847, but I'm also interested in seeing my second group of permeability, the blue one. So I can check here what are the blue represents is filter 15 to 32, and for that filter I have permeability mean 7227 for volumes. I can toggle off the first filter, so it doesn't really matter how many you have, you're always going to get your results here. You can also choose not to show only the P10, P25, you can choose any other P by selecting on this icon, and you can add P, for example, 57 as I've done here, and you get your P57 value in here. Good. By applying the filter again, I get the statistics for both. If I would like to take those values to Excel, all I need to do is to come to this icon, export data, and you can say export to Excel spreadsheet. Excellent. If you have further questions about the GDI, please contact us through our support channel or use the sales@bluebackreservoir.com. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.